Da, da, da. There we go. I think you can hear me now. Hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, located here in Rancho Cucamonga, California, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, in the Orion's Belt. That's right, according to Agent K. Okay, no RF. You're right. No, okay, let's put on RF. How's that? Okay, here we go. There we go. We got RF now. So yes, we do have RF. Wow, and my audio is like really loud. So let me turn me down a little bit. Okay. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you may be. This is Rojo KC6JPG for the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. The Amateur Television Network is a series of repeaters making it possible for you, our amateur television YouTube superstars, to make video communications with one another within our network coverage area. You can also watch us globally on YouTube, and yes, we are live on YouTube as we speak, youtube.com/amateur television network. And love to see you, and love to see you 3 times. Always. All right, don't have any RF equipment, but just love to get started in amateur television. Well, have no fear. Just come pop into our Whereby network, whereby.com/amateur or ATN1. That's right, whereby.com/ATN1, and you'll be able to join our wonderful, great group that we have right now. And of course, I'm trying to connect to them right now as we speak. It's not quite working because I got home late. So we'll pop them in a moment. How's that? All right. You got it. All right, for DMR, yes, we're on DMR Radio 3196 on the Brandmeister Network, 224 on TGIF. And we got new co-plugs for ATN. We're going to pass them out during our meeting this coming Saturday, the 17th. It's our ATN winter meeting here in Southern California. So yes, DMR 3196 on the Brandmeister, 224 TGIF. Well, of course, for more information regarding the Amateur Television Network, you can always check out our website, www.atn-tv.com. And you'll get lots of information. You can contact our members and lots of great stuff on our website. This portion of this net is a directed net. Transmissions may be made after acknowledgement by net control, and a clear frequency is always appreciated. All right, and we're going to get rid of this echo real fast. There we go. That's how we take care of that. All right. Bulletins, general announcements, and of course that will follow after a brief pause for any priority traffic. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, your net control tonight. All right, not hearing any priority traffic. I'm not sure if Tom is here or not. I know he's probably in Florida, probably for hamcation, but we're going to try it anyways. So WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Tom, are you around tonight? All right, so Wolf just gave me a heads up saying hamcation has been concluded and he's probably on his way back. So sounds great. So thank you, Wolf. All right, well, let's check in our technical liaison and all things ATN, and that's Mike, WA6SVT in Job's Peak. Mike, are you around tonight? KC6JPG, net control. Okay, Rojo going so low. Okay. All right. Well, Bulletins and announcements. This Saturday, the 17th of February, we're going to be having our annual ATN winter meeting. And, of course, for those that are here in Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, we definitely invite you out. Or, hey, anywhere around the world, come fly out and check out our wonderful weather. It's supposed to start raining on Saturday, so at least cloudy. So hopefully we'll keep the rain away. So sounding good. All right, but for those that want to participate with us on our ATN winter meeting, we will be on Whereby. So come join us. We'll be starting the meeting at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and, of course, 1 o'clock Central Standard and 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, yes, come out, join us. It's going to be full of information. We're going to be talking about repeaters, and we're talking about upgrades coming to Mount Wilson, talking about DMR hotspot, not just hotspotting, but DMR code plugs for those that would like to have a code plug for DMR, and at least for the Southern California area. And, of course, if you're looking for a code plug in your area, hey, contact me, because I got the base, and we just simply plug your repeaters in. That would be fantastic. All right. Let's see. What else is going on? And, of course, the Arizona meeting is going to be following that on Sunday, the 18th, and they're going to get started at approximately 11 o'clock a.m. as well, and you can join in on Whereby as well. So those are the bulletins and announcements that I have it. So any station on the RF side that like to announce any bulletins or announcements for this evening's net, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, let's go ahead and we'll start with check-ins. And we're going to start with RF on the Southern California side, and we're going to start with Mount Wilson repeater. Mount Wilson check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control.
This is KD6NIZ in Arcadia. It's not much going on here. I guess we're going to get it soaking again on the weekend. But KD6NIZ.
Oh, KD6NIZ, KC6JPG. Very good, my friend. Thank you very much for checking in. And didn't catch that because my repeater audio is off. This is when you need an hour to set up. So, craziness. Total craziness. We're going to get things set up here real fast. All right. All right, let's go ahead. Anyone else on Mount Wilson that'd like to check in, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. Okay, we're going to try Snow Peak. And that was pretty loud on me. There we go. All right, we're going to try Snow Peak check-ins, and I'll cross my fingers, and we'll try it. And if can't get in, we'll try Plan B. So you got it. So Snow Peak check-ins, come in. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, I'm going to start with Earl. Stand by. All right, we're going to Plan B. You got it. And we're going to go to Cathedral City, and that is where our buddies, Earl and Julie, are at. You got it. KJ6DQR, KJ6FYY, KC6JPG. Earl, Julie, good evening.
We think it's a tree, but we'll find out, I guess. We were busy here this last weekend with the Tour de Palm Springs bike ride. Um, we ran radio communications for races, so we had our hands full. Chase vehicles. Luckily, there was no bad injuries or fatalities, so that was a good thing.
And they figured they had about 5,700 this year.
Yeah, so the numbers are coming back after COVID. So anyway, other than that, weather's been great here. Like you said, Roland mentioned a bit ago, I guess we got rain coming. We're supposed to get ours Monday, I guess. So.
And I hope all you guys remember tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Earl's getting a
And
lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
And Chuck is going to be using camel.
Anyway, that's about it here. Hope everybody has a great week.
Let's turn on my audio. There we go. Hey, Earl, KJ6DQR, KJ6FYY, KC6JPG. Earl, Julie, you're looking great. I'm glad you had a great time supporting the bike ride, and that is really awesome about, 5,000 riders out there. That's pretty cool. That ride is starting to come back again. So it sounds like the course change didn't really affect the riders that much. Sounds like a great day of riding. So great job, my friend. Thank you very much for all your support and Julie's support as well. So terrific. All right, let's go over to Yucca Valley, and that is where our buddy Keith is at. N6GKB. Keith, I'm totally sorry about your 49ers, but hey, they gave it a good fight, my friend. Right to you.
49ers.
Oh, I know. I was rooting for the 49ers. That's why. he got the Kansas City hat on.
No, yeah. I'm a Kansas City boy. California. Oh well, no biggie. It wasn't great. Well, the first half was boring as heck. Second half, wow. The overtime, oh, yeah. I was having a heart attack. But we all knew the Chiefs were going to win. Anyhow, they went to Disneyland. We saw that on YouTube. The people were YouTubing it. And then we got back to Kansas City, back to the stadium there, and everybody there just waiting for him. Can you imagine that? My God. Ugh. And that goes on for every team every year, you know. These guys go crazy. The fans go nuts. So, but anyhow, I'm glad it was my team this year. So, and last year. And a couple years ago. And, well, let's just stop right there. I know. I'm bragging. But, when they're good, they're good. Then, yeah, we'll see if that rain actually comes up this weekend. I don't know. I've been looking at the radars, looking at everything, and it don't look like anything's coming, at least here from the high desert. It looks like most of it's going to go north of us, which, that has been a habit once in a while. It shoots north of us or south. So whatever, we'll see what happens. It would be nice if it just came in at us like it looks like it's going straight towards Southern California and nothing. Oh well.
I think the storm is the game.
Yeah. Well, hey, Manuel, did you get any snow today?
Inch and it melted completely.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just
well,
thought I saw on the reports that you were going to get a slight bit of chance of it in the morning, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So, wasn't sure if it actually happened or not, but oh well, Anyhow, other than that, we're just recovering still from King of the Hammers. That usually takes me another week or two. That off-road race just kills me. Oh man, and my truck's got a couple more dents and things like that. Okay, whatever. It's fun. Yes. Anyhow, in 6GKB, Yucca Valley High Desert.
N6GKB, KC6JPG. Well, very good. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Congratulations on your team. You got it. Yeah, it was pretty much of a nail biter. I'll tell you that. It was actually a lot of fun. And I was rooting for the 49ers. Yeah, I was. But they gave it a good fight by a kick. Yeah, exactly. Very good, Keith. Thanks very, very much for checking in. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Anyone else on Snow Peak that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG. Net Control. Okay, let's go to Oat Mountain this time, serving the San Fernando Valley, Santa Clarita, Simi Valley area, some parts of Ventura County, as well as LA County area. Let's check in Allen, W6IST, Porter Ranch.
Oops. Okay, Roland, I've got summer gun. Someone been playing with my yeah, that got rid of it. Hey guys, pictures are real good tonight. Sounds has a little popping noise on it anyway. It's good to see everyone, and you guys have a nice week. I won't make it to the meeting. My great-granddaughter has a birthday party down in the San Diego area, so I'm heading down there Saturday. Everyone have a nice week. Back to Net Control, this W6IST 73.
W6IST, KC6JPG. Very good, my friend. Thank you very much for checking in. And my audio seems to be going in and out. We're getting a little bit of interference on RF tonight. So very good, Alan. Thank you very much for checking in. Let's check in Bob, W6KGE in Simi Valley. All right, how about Steve in Ventura, WA6EJO? Steve? All right, anyone else on Oak Mountain? Wow, my modulation is like really hot. Got to turn that down a little bit. All right, anyone else on Oak Mountain? I'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, let's go to Santiago Peak, and let's check on our buddy Gordo, WB6 NOA, Costa Mesa. Sounds good, my friend. Thanks. Okay, let's go to Riverside. Let's check in Norm, KD6 OMV. Norm?
Good evening. This is Norm, KD6 OMV over in Riverside. And not a lot going on over here. We had some nice sunny weather for the last few days, which was a nice break from several days of almost continuous rain. And things are gradually starting to dry out. Still going to take a few more days. But anyway, hoping to see everybody at the meeting on the 17th. You know, be there or be square. Anyhow, that's about it for now. So I'll turn it back to Roland. Nice to see everybody out there. Stay well and safe, and we'll see you at the meeting. KD6OMV.
KD6OMV, KC6JPG. Well, sounds great, Norm. Thank you very much for checking in. We'll see you at the meeting. It's going to be a lot of fun, definitely. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to check in our buddy Gary, W6KVC. And Gary, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. How's it going?
Going okay. Well, hopefully I can come down to the meeting Saturday, but if it's snowing cats and dogs, guess what? I won't be there. I'm going to try to make it. It all depends upon the weather, you know, and my coax, I should have done something there before it snowed. But to my portable antenna, it's buried under a foot of solid ice. So I don't want to nick it, so I'm trying to wait for it to melt. It's got a plastic bag over the end connector, but that snow is a foot of solid ice right now at my place. I'm going to have to wait until it melts, I guess. So as far as RF, my modulator wasn't working worth a darn, you know, when I tried it here, you know, after we put the receiver up there on the mountain, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when it comes, so nothing further. So it all depends upon the weather. You know, if it's mild or bypasses or whatever, yeah, I'll be there, but whatever. And on the Blue Beast, I doubt if Mike and I'll bring it down because the pan tilt motor decided not to work, you know, when we took it to the Microwave Society. So if it's got water in it or whatever, there's no sense of driving that thing over if we can even get it out of Mike's place there. And because the antenna won't tilt up. So everything will probably be on whereby, Roland. So back to you, W6KVC.
Oh, W6KVC, KC6JPG. Yeah, there's no need to bring the Blue Beast because we'll be on whereby, and so we'll be checking people in that way. And so that would be great. And we appreciate everything that you do, Gare. Thank you very, very much for checking in. You're looking terrific. All right. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's go to Rancho Cucamonga, and that is where our buddy Gary is at as well. AA6GJ. Gary, how you doing, my friend? My friend. It's worth the try. All right, anyone else on Santiago Peak that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Networks of the Weekly Net, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, let's check in Job's Peak, and let's see if Mike is around. WA6SVT. Mike? All right, anyone else on Job's Peak that'd like to check in, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, last call for any RF stations that like to check in, have not checked in yet, including Mount Potosi in Nevada. Come in at this time, KC6 JPG, net control. I am. I'm just slacking. You got that right. All right. We're going to go to our chapter stations now. We're going to start with Massachusetts, and we're going to start with Danielle, KC1TTM. Danielle, it's great to see you tonight.
Hi there. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was saying, oh yeah, about the snow. We didn't get the 18 inches like promised. I wanted to play in the snow with my son here that is sleeping right now. I don't know how he sleeps through everything that's loud and noisy. I know I couldn't. So, but yeah, say hi, sleeping baby. That's pretty much all I had to say. Oh, and unfortunately, my dad was not able to make it tonight. So he says hello to everybody.
Well, that's terrific, Danielle. And look at that, Sebastian. I'll tell you, you got net control and training right there. That is so awesome. Very good. Looks like Grandpa tired him out. So.
Tired Grandpa out, and then Grandpa was just like, I'm done.
Well, they certainly do complement each other. That is so awesome. Very, very cool. Well, great job, Danielle, and thank you very much for checking in with us. Terrific. And you tell your dad that we definitely we got him checked in too. You got it. Sounds great. Thank you very much, Danielle, for checking in. We're going to North Carolina, and that's where our buddy John is at, AF7PA in Mooresville. John, it's great to see you tonight, my friend.
Well, it's pretty nice to be seen. It's a nice frosty night here in North Carolina. And I had another doctor appointment today, and he said, John, if you don't start exercising, you're going to have a chair stuck on you. So I took up square dancing again, and I survived tonight. And I was able to work it in, got the square dancing done, got back here. I'm on the net. How cool is that? And that's what's happening here. This is John, AF7PA in Mooresville, North Carolina. Back to net.
Uh-oh. How's that? Oh, AF7PA, KC6JPG. I'm really slacking tonight. Oh, boy, I tell you. This hurry to get home stuff is for the straight jackets. Right, Manny? You got it. Anyway, you got a double win tonight there, John. Not only you made it from square dancing, but you made it to the net, and that's a double win. So look at that. And snacks abound, too. So great job, my friend. Thank you very much. Hopefully that new HAP AC3 is working out really good, and we got to get you linked up on that.
We'll talk about that later.
Uh-oh. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Sounds good, my friend. We'll get you fixed up. Not a problem. Thanks, John, for checking in. Let's go to New York this time, and we're going to check in our buddy Manny. You got it. And Manny, come on in, my friend. There you go, into MJF. Manny, yay! How you doing? How's the straitjacket report out there?
I was heading home from my brother's house, and one guy wanted to fight the bus driver. It's getting crazy in New York. This is why I had to put this new thumbnail. See that evil face? That's the new thumbnail, because it's getting crazy here. And then around my neighborhood, around where my brother lives at, they had a shoot on the train yesterday. I mean, it's getting crazy here. Other than that, they were crying like little girlies. Oh, we got a snowstorm. I look outside. All the snow is gone. It melted an inch. Big day was an inch. They cry like a bunch of little girlies in New York City. I'm gonna have to look at them like this a lot because they're getting me on my nerves all the time. Now you see what I got to put up with, Joe, huh?
You kill me, dude. You got that right. Got face of an angel right there. You got it. To be continued and protected at all times. Oh, Manny, thank you very much for checking in, my friend. You really keep things on the level. We really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right. Let's go to Florida this time, and we're going to check in our buddy Wolf, KV4 ATV. Wolfgang, how you doing, my friend? Hopefully things are going very, very well for you. And right to you, my friend.
Well, nothing down here. We had a batch of tornadoes about a week ago. Really hit around the place. Like, well, welcome to Florida. Had a bunch of rain come through, a little over 3 inches, but yeah, again, welcome to Florida. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Just some winds of change blowing, rolling, and I'm just sitting back, kind of watching what's going on. So, other than that, it's been quiet. Got some tech questions, but we'll get to that later. So it's kind of a quiet report from me this week over here. I'll get with you during the week and bring you up to date. So I'll let you switch it over to KK4YZE, Ron over here, my VP, and the jarhead of our group. I can
Devil
say that.
dog, one each.
Yeah, because I am an anchor clanker.
Goodness. And Careful, guys. Careful, guys.
Look here, I am a marked anchor clanker. The Marines are part of
He is a
us.
squid.
So, yes, the Marines are our brothers. They are part of the Navy.
I didn't see
so
what you
we
they
are
are.
allowed to pick on, and we are allowed to
There
rig
are
each
boots
other
on the
at all
ground, as
times.
they say.
You doggone right. Eyes in the skies, boots on the ground, and our head in the clouds. Welcome to Skywarn and ATN Television. Back to you, Roland.
Very good, Wolf. Well, thank you very much for checking in, my friend. And thank you for serving for us, my friend. And speaking of serving, that's exactly where we're going to go. Still in Panama City. And that's our buddy Ron, KK4YZE. Ron, I salute you. I will salute Wolf. Thank you very much for both of your services. Right to you, my friend. KC6JPG.
In Tucson. As Wolf said, not much has happened other than what he reported with the weather and lots of rain yesterday. And we've got cold weather coming in again this week. I think we have one or two warm weather ones that a low of 50. Everything else is going to be in the 30s and 40s for another week. So other than that, a week from Thursday, the Warrior Beach Retreat is going to be sponsored by Panama City and Bay County residents for some recent veterans from the Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. So some of those folks have injuries or PTSD or what have you. I think there's like 7 or 8 couples that are coming down. And they come down for a week of being treated and pampered as human beings. The ladies get all kinds of lady pampering and nails and massages and everything else. And then the husbands get to go on fishing trips. The ladies can go with them if they want to. And then hotel rooms and vehicles are supplied for them while they're down here. And then they have a big meal sponsored by the church or whatever group is going on. I think Mission Barbecue is going to be hosting that meal, this particular event. And Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, who was our congressman at one time, it will be our guest speaker. So I will see if I can take some pictures while I'm there and get those put on the ATN following Tuesday. So other than that, not much else is going on, as Wolf said, weather-wise anyway. I do have 2 friends coming from Germany in April I don't know when exactly they'll be here, but it's a father and son team. I knew the father when I was stationed at Ramstein in Germany. He didn't speak much English, and my German was not great, but it was better than his English. He has a son about the same age as my oldest son. I didn't find out until a couple of days ago when they want to come over here. They want to go and visit a concentration, not a concentration camp. It was a World War II camp for prisoners of war for the Germans. And this guy says he has a dad, either a dad or a granddad in World War II, that was caught and put over here in the States as a prisoner of war camp. So he's going to check in on that. And I will do my best to relearn some German. So I got to get with Wolf on that as well. So it's been eine lange Zeit für ein bisschen Deutsch gesprochen. So, and Wolf has disappeared. But so anyway, English it being the primary language around the world and communication on the aircraft and ATN and everything else, all those foreigners have to learn our crazy language. It wouldn't hurt for us to learn some of theirs as well. All right, with all that being said, you all have a wonderful week. And Joel, I didn't get a chance to see your tattoo. What branch of the service were you in?
He was Uber. He was the Uber.
My Uber driver. Yeah, I was on USS Mount Whitney and the Iwo Jima back in the 70s. Yep. I can see it. So, simplify to everyone and have a wonderful week. KK4YZE out.
KK4YZE, KC6JPG. Ron, like I said, I salute you, my friend. And, of course, I salute to all of our veterans, including you, Joel. Thank you very much for serving. Wow.
Aw.
Totally awesome. All right. And, of course, my son is, he's still a very, active reserve in the Marines, first lieutenant. So, and, of course, doing his job as well. So, very, very proud of him. So, lots of pride. I mean, this is really awesome. So, thank you very much, Ron. You take care. All right. Let's go to Arizona. And that's where our buddy Lee is at, K0CCU. He's our net control for the Amateur Television Network for the Arizona chapter. Lee, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing just fine. KC6JPG and the net K0CCU, Lee in Glendale, Arizona. And this was supposed to be blanket night. We had a hat night last week, and so John's got his blanket. I had mine on earlier, but it got too warm. But hey, just for Keith there and for the weather this morning, I saw on the weather gal says, "Have you ever seen this before?" And they had a radar view of Kansas City area, and at the time the Super Bowl ended. The entire radar over the Kansas City area lit up. She says smoke and aerial bombs and rockets were going up, and you could actually see it on radar. They showed it on that. That's pretty cool, They had it all was caught on radar, and that I thought that was pretty neat. And so anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there for you, Keith. I thought it was pretty good. And I did have my blanket there, and like Wolf has his on, he looks more like Obi-Wan
Kenobi,
the blind man. But anyway,
use the Force.
Yeah, the Force. Yeah, the Force went with you. Yep. Here we go. And but it's been a nice day here. It got to right to the 70 or 71 this afternoon sometime. It's now 55 and clear, but it's a little cool out there, a little bit of a wind, but it's starting to dry out. And
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Yeah, I have a green front yard now. Weeds are green, by the way, at this time of year. So that's worked out pretty good. And like like Ron says, says that the Navy is the Ubers for the Marine Corps, and yeah, we love carrying them. I remember that on that LP that I was on, we had 100 ships company and 400 Marines fully loaded, and so it was interesting. They served chow from 6 in the morning to 10 at night just to get everybody through, But fortunately, being ship's company, you got it. And I got the duty one time of having to man the crew and the Marines on board, and they gave me 11 or 12 Marines, and we did the mess cooking, and I took the meanest looking Marine and stuck him in the scullery. And
Galley.
and
Scullery
he,
was where you wash the dishes.
that's right. He was in this. We put him in the scullery, and he lost about 10 pounds in one day. And then I took him out and says, "Here's the deal: you get these other 11 guys, and if you screw up, I put you back in the scullery." And then I went back on the fantail and drank coffee with my buddies, and I didn't have to work at all, So anyway, it was a
What
good
ship are you
time.
on?
It was a good time. We had fun with Marines. Someday I'll tell you the stories of the sea bats that the Marines had, which was a very interesting story. But that's for later. It takes too long. Anyway,
Lee, what ship are you on?
I was on a LST 1161, the
Okay.
Ichi, which was the Vernon County.
Okay, I
in
thought you might have been
Vietnam.
aboard the crazy ass Enterprise, the aircraft carrier I was on, 5,000 people on board.
Yeah, but you had good food. We had good food because we had an Italian cook, and he got a package from his mama every 2 weeks. So we had good food. Anyway, that's about it from here, and I won't bore you with all of my good stories of. I do have a picture if I can find it here. I would show it to you because it shows a group of guys at morning muster, and there's one guy there standing at attention. The rest of them are all lounging around, and you could tell who the new boot was, the new recruit, because that's me. I thought I was the only one at attention. Anyway, back to you, Roland. KC6JPG, K06. By the way, I don't have one tattoo. I was in the Navy. I never got a tattoo. I don't like needles. So anyway, back to you, Roland. KC6JPG, K0CCU.
No tattoos on me either.
There you go. K0CCU, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Lee. Thank you. Yeah, no tattoos on me either. And neither is my son. So my Marine son. My youngest son, he's got some. So I'm kind of questioning about his taste of tats, but oh well, we'll have to talk about that. He's got a big giant rose here and a cactus on his side. So go figure on that one. Anyway, well, very good, Lee. Thank you very much for checking in tonight. You're doing fantastic. Thank you very much for running the Sunday Nets, and we'll definitely be seeing you hopefully on Saturday for our winter meeting coming up this Saturday. We'll be on Whereby, and of course we'll be joining you on Sunday as well. So very good. Thank you very much, Lee. Let's go to Tucson, and that is where our buddy Joel is at, KD6W. Joel, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. How's it going?
Hello, Roland. This is Joel, KD6W from Tucson. Got up to 70 degrees today. It's been just absolutely gorgeous. It was not quite like New York, but it was similar. Came back to a failed water main to the house, so now I'm Mr. Plumber again. But yeah, so we all have some of those things. Yeah, this is my golden shellback tattoo I got when I was crossing the border. So anyway, thought I'd share something with you here real quick. And I was in S3 division. Now, you'll note they start off with SH1s, then there's SH2s, and look who's down here. I got to scroll over. That's me with birth control glasses on. How about that? So we had a time to be able to rest and relaxation. We had some shore duty that was just absolutely fantastic. Being based on the USS Missouri out of Long Beach, we did a world cruise right after recommissioning, and that was like the best of times. But that was the end of it, so to speak. Everything else was, rim pack and stationed off the coast of Iran. That's where I got my tan. But so the rest of the crew that went on after I departed, so I left the Brow as a plank owner kind of thing. They went on to go to the Gulf War. So basically, I basically got that ship ready to go to war. It was part of the Reagan buildup era. So they brought back all the Iowas as part because it was cheap. So basically, it wasn't cheap to run; it was cheap to restore, and it was really inexpensive to upgrade. They put on Harpoon, Tomahawk, Sea Whiz, Slick 90. I forget there was a particular electronic warfare that they had. So this is the stuff they used to jam radars and all that kind of stuff. Chaff machines. They had a bunch of new stuff. Plus we had air conditioning that didn't used to be on the ship, stuff like that. So that's one of those things when you get to go over to Hawaii, you get to see where I lived for 5 years. But so it's one of those things where it's hard to forget, but it's one of those things. If you weren't in the Navy, that's where Japan signed the formal surrender for World War II. So that was one of those. Everywhere we went, we got the red carpet. We were always right up at the pier side. We were not one of these second ships. We were right up front. So it was great duty. But amateur radio wise, I have some great news. One of my neighbors, Chuck Claver, NJ6D, operated his home built 10 gig transceiver today with me. So we got that on the air, and it's really exciting to have another member in the fold, so to speak. So we just grew the 10 gig band by one user, I guess. And so that's the big exciting news. Other than that, I'm trying to get caught up on things I'm still unpacking things and cleaning off stuff from Quartz Fest. I'm, still, unpacking things, but basically it's I'm now upgrading the studio. My latest acquisition is some premium HDMI cables, fresh from China. And so this is one of those things where I just needed a longer one because I don't have one this length. And so why is this so hard to open? Because it's made in China. I don't know. Gosh, you got to rip the thing open. I'm actually going to test two of them. So I got two different manufacturers here. They're both within $1 of each other. If you pay more than $10 for an HDMI cable, you're spending way too much money. Because HDMI is completely digital. Don't let anybody tell you need to have a certain specification for 4K or 8K. It either works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, you throw it away. So basically,
That's what happens these ones. They work all the time.
Yeah, it's called a marketing ploy.
It's a marketing
Definitely.
ploy, exactly. So basically, everybody's seen the HDMI connector. It's a standard. Now, of course, what these guys do is they don't put the HDMI logo on it, because otherwise they'd have to pay a licensing fee. It's not free to, put the HDMI logo on things. So anyway, we're going to test out some of these cables because I'm rearranging some of the cameras in the shack. That's all I've got rolling. So beautiful weather over here in Tucson. Oh, good news. I have secured a new to us, brand new UHF repeater free from my friends back in California. I just have to go get it. So small little price to pay, but we're going to pick up some of those to replace some of the technology we had fail up on White Tanks. And we'll have a second one for right here in Tucson up on Mount Lemon. So we'll have a couple of pair of brand new XPR 8300s programmed, ready to go. Bing, bing. And that's the great news for today. Back to you, Roland. KC6JPG, KD6W, Joel in Tucson. Take it away.
Hey, thank you very much, Joel. Wow, how exciting is that? Well, very good, Joel. Thank you very much for that. And Great. Well, sounds like you scored on that repeater, so that sounds like a win-win, my friend. So congratulations on that. So terrific. Thank you so much for checking in, representing Tucson. We really appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's go to Mesa, Arizona, and that's where our buddy Rod is at. WB9 KMO. Rod, it's great to see you tonight, my friend.
Hello there. Can you actually hear me now?
What we call in the biz Q5.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I missed what just happened. Something about a repeater. I hope somebody can repeat that for me. So yeah, I've had some trouble with my computer. I think I finally got it working, not 100%, but well enough so I can get on the air here. Yeah, so I've been off the grid for a while and kind of back in the saddle again. And it's funny how when you're not here, things change. I don't know if the little elves come in while you're gone and tweak knobs or something. I don't know what it is, but very interesting. So yeah, please fill me in on what Joel said. I'm sorry, I only saw the last 10 seconds of that. And otherwise, I think I'm going to stick around for a while. So we'll participate from here on out. Back to you, Roland. WB9 KMO. East Mesa, Thunder Mountain.
WB9KMO, KC6JPG. Very good, Rod. Well, thank you very much for checking in as well, and we'll definitely fill you in during the Whereby Roundtable. So that will be wonderful. So thank you very much for checking in. All right, let's make our way back to California this time, and we're going to go down to Ladera Ranch, and we're going to check in our buddy Don, KM6TRZ. Don, it was great to see you tonight, my friend. And how's it going tonight?
It's going well, Roland. This working for a living is highly overrated and just generally sucks sometimes with way too much travel the last few months. But all's not lost. I actually finished up over the weekend a second floor antenna mount right outside my new shack location. I had a chance to throw up a omnidirectional antenna over the weekend, and I'm clearly picking up ADS-B signals coming from planes that are passing right over Santiago. So looks like I've got a good shot going that way. And then the other thing was to have a good shot going towards Pleasant's Peak to pick up the Arden units up that way. So the next plan is to get a appropriate RF antenna mounted and see if I can at least pull something down from Santiago, and then that works, then start transmitting up that way. So all's not lost. It's just this working for a living's been highly overrated. I may have to leave on Saturday out to Hawaii. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make the meeting, but since, with that in mind, one thing I wanted to mention, you and I had talked way back about possibility of me having one or two cameras I could donate to the cause if you guys needed them to use up at the repeaters and such. So I have one in my hand, and if I don't bring it out on Saturday, you can let me know where to send it. But this is one of the commercial grade cameras that I sell. So it's a bullet style. It's a 4K commercial grade camera. It has environmental ratings, IP68, minus 40C to plus 50C. What might make it usable, because I'm not quite sure what you have at the repeater sites, it's got 3 streams on it. It's got 2 IP streams. The 4K stream can go down to 720p. The second stream goes 720p down to 2 CIF. But the third stream, since this is a last generation camera of ours, we also had an analog NTSC output that can be set for the third stream. So you can be, streaming, 2 different separate streams of IP, as well as giving you the analog output. So I'm not quite sure what you have up at the repeater sites, if you're, bringing in IP or, analog, but this would do both. Varifocal lens that you can remotely set. So, typically we would have sold this for around $600, $650, being the commercial grade. But in any case, if we don't make it on Saturday, I'll contact you guys, and I can, just ship it off either to, you or Mike or whoever.
Well, that sounds great, Don. Well, we really appreciate the donation because we can definitely use cameras. Yeah, it's the cameras that we do have at Santiago. Well, it's kind of like it flaked, but it'd be kind of nice that we can have multiple cameras where it's fixed, especially by the door. So makes it really cool with the site owners. So. Boy, I'll tell you, my friend, thank you very much for that, and hopefully we will see.
My pleasure. Yeah, and like I said, if I can't make Saturday, I'll just get back in touch with you, and you can let me know where to send it. It's completely new in the box with instructions, mounting templates, all that kind of good stuff. So that's about all the news here. Working too much, but hey, the antenna mount is in good shape now. So looking forward to hopefully finally getting up on RF with Santiago, and hopefully the work will settle down and can participate just a little bit more. That's all for KM6TRZ and Ladera Ranch tonight.
Well, KM6TRZ, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Don. Well, thank you very, very much for checking in with us tonight. And believe me, I know about the working situation, running 3 manufacturing factories, and I got here 4 minutes before net and turning everything on and going absolutely crazy and making everybody laugh tonight. It's for the first 5 minutes of the net. A lot of boo-boos from Rojo. Hey, boo-boo, push that button. Very good, Don. Hey, thank you again for checking in with us tonight. And hopefully we will see you at the meeting. That would be great. But we will be on Whereby in case that you can't make it physically. We'll be on Whereby too. So sounds great, and we'll make arrangements, definitely. Thank you very, very much for checking in. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. Did we get everybody? No, we did not get everybody because we got the most important one. We got the anchor of our group of amateur television, and that is our buddy Jim, K6SOE. You got it, in the Berg, Pittsburgh, California, that is. And Jim, good evening to you, my friend. You are the anchor man. How's it going tonight?
Well, good evening, rolling in the net. It's I'm glad to be here, glad to be seen, and I don't have too much to report. I was able to warm up the lawnmower today and mow the back 40 for the first time, which some of it was 6 inches high, some of it was a little bit higher, but at least I got after it before it rains this weekend. We're going to have another event starting tomorrow, and then another wave of weather coming in Saturday, and then another bigger wave of rain coming in Sunday. So we could have up to about 3 inches of rain on the coast here, probably about an inch or so around the house here total for the weekend. So we got everything pretty much taken care of as far as waterproofing goes. And the roof hasn't leaked. That's a good thing. And let's see. I have to say I drew a high draft number. So I went to work for companies supporting the war effort. And I'm not sure what Wolf has got there. A submarine, it looks like. But yeah, from here, I'll send it back to you, Roland. And I don't know if anybody can read my shirt. That's what we got going here tonight. I'm just fooling all of you. Back to net. K6SOE, stuck in a bird.
Cleverly disguised as a responsible adult. I like that. I think we need those shirts with our group, I think. And I'll tell you, Queen Danielle will definitely be queen on that one. So because she's taking care of Sebastian, so you got that. So Awesome, awesome. Thank you very, very much, Jim, for checking in with us tonight. And great job with the nets that you do for the W6CX Mount Diablo group. So wonderful job. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely enjoy our Thursdays for sure. All right, well, those are the check-ins that I have it at the moment. Any late member, missed members, any visitors that'd like to check in on the RF side, on the Amateur Television Network's weekly net, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control.
I got one of those shirts, Roland, that says, "No, I won't fix."
Ha ha ha! I like that.
From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2415, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, February 14th, 2024. Our top story takes us to Alabama, where antenna and tower thieves have struck again at yet another broadcast property.
Only weeks after a radio station in Oklahoma suffered the destruction of its tower and broadcast site by vandals in search of copper, an AM radio station in Alabama discovered that its 200-foot tower had gone missing overnight. General Manager Brett Elmore of WJLX Radio posted on various social media platforms on Friday, February 2nd, that a worker doing landscaping cleanup made the discovery that morning. He said the guy wires had been cut and the tower was gone. The station's transmitter was also stolen from the nearby building. Unlike in the Oklahoma case, the targeted material was not copper, but stainless steel. Jasper, Alabama police were investigating. The AM station, which is licensed to operate on 1240 kilohertz, has an FM translator that broadcasts on 101.5 megahertz from a different site. This is Kent Peterson, KC0 DGY.
Satellite enthusiasts said a final goodbye to the popular AMSAT CubeSat known as AO-92, which re-entered the Earth's atmosphere on the 3rd of February after 6 years of service. Newsline's Jim Dameron, N8TMW, picks up the story.
Before its weakening batteries made the satellite unreliable, its FM transponder was well used and allowed many hams to set distance records for contacts. The satellite's payloads also included an L-band converter, an experimental camera, and a MEMS gyro experiment. Meanwhile, despite the announcement that Sapienza Space Systems and Space Surveillance Laboratory would decommission the ham digipeater on satellite IO-117, known as Green Cube, the satellite remained in operation after the 5th of February. Petition drives and a letter from AMSAT's president, Robert Bankston, KE4AL, made last-minute appeals to keep the satellite and its well-used digipeater in action. As Newsline went to production, AMSAT's Paul Stetzer, N8HM, told Newsline that the amateur community was still awaiting a response from the Italian Space Agency, which owns the satellite and is leaving it in operation pending a decision.
Across the Atlantic, the earliest of the sweeping changes to UK ham licenses are to begin this month.
The first of the changes to be made to ham licenses in the UK are to be implemented by the end of this month. Amateurs have already begun receiving information from Ofcom newsletters or to read about the changes in the latest issue of Radcom published by the Radio Society of Great Britain. Some of these first changes include permission for foundation licensees to build their own equipment and to operate on the 2.4 gigs and 5 gigs band. The new rules also permit third-party operation under supervision. Regional secondary locators are to become optional. Foundation and full licensees in England may optionally use E as an identifier. Changes to power levels include the ability to transmit while airborne on primary ham bands, but with power limited to 500 milliwatts EIRP. The main documents containing these and other changes to the licensing framework can be found on the Ofcom website. Additional changes are expected to be phased in later this year. This is Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news since 1976 at arnewsline.org. With Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Jim Dameron, N8TMW, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW, 7-3. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Mardi Gras. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.
Well, very good, Don. Thank you very much for another great report of Amateur Radio Newsline. We really appreciate it. It's a wonderful, wonderful job. Excellent. Thank you very much, and happy Valentine's Day to you and your family as well. All right. Any last-minute comments, any last-minute check-ins before we go into our Whereby Roundtable? We would love to see you tonight. KC6JPG, Net Control. Again, okay, there we go. We got audio. Okay. Oh, well, this has been the formal portion of the Amateur Television Networks of the Weekly Net. We thank you very much for your participation. I'm Roland, KC6JPG. Yep, there goes my audio again. Without you, there would not be a net. Hey, join us on Whereby. You got it. Whereby.com/ATN1. That is where the party is at. You got it. And there's the party group right there. Wave to everybody. Yay! Look at them. I love this group. They're just rock stars. So join in on the party on the Afternet. Whereby.com/ATN1. All right. Well, right now, the repeaters are now clear for their normal use, and we're going right to Whereby. This is Roland, KC6JPG, saying 73, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much for watching. And the repeaters are now clear.